8. What arrangements did Claudius Lysias make for Paul's safety? Upon discovering the conspiracy against Paul, Claudius Lysias arranged for a large military escort, totaling 470 armed men, foot soldiers, spearmen, and cavalry, to accompany Paul out of Jerusalem during the night. He sent Paul to Caesarea, the Roman administrative center of Judea, to be placed under the protection of Governor Felix. Lysias also wrote a letter explaining that Paul, as a Roman citizen, was not guilty of a crime deserving death or imprisonment. These measures were designed to keep Paul safe from those plotting to kill him and to ensure he would receive a proper hearing. 9. A. How were Paul's rights as a Roman citizen violated? Paul's rights as a Roman citizen were violated when he was subjected to harsh treatment without proper legal procedure. Specifically, he was bound with 2 chains and ordered to be interrogated under scourging. These actions disregarded the legal protections that Roman citizenship afforded him, which were meant to prevent such abuses. 9.b. Why might we take advantage of our rights as citizens of a country? We might take advantage of our rights as citizens because these rights are designed to protect us from unjust treatment, ensure fair legal processes, and uphold our dignity. By asserting our rights, we can seek protection and justice when those rights are threatened or violated, just as Paul later leveraged his status to secure his legal protection. 10. What serious accusations were leveled against Paul? Paul was accused of stirring up sedition among all the Jews throughout the inhabited earth, being the spearhead of the dangerous sect of the Nazarenes and attempting to profane the temple. These charges were serious, as they carried the potential penalty of death. 11 and 12. How did Paul refute the charges against him? Paul refuted the charges by clearly denying each accusation and providing evidence of his honorable conduct. He asserted that he had neither defiled the temple nor incited sedition. To support his defense, Paul explained that he had been absent from Jerusalem for many years and had arrived bearing gifts of mercy, contributions meant to aid fellow Christians suffering from famine and persecution. Additionally, he emphasized that before entering the temple, he had been ceremonially cleansed, thereby showing respect for sacred traditions and maintaining a clear conscience before both God and men. Furthermore, while Paul acknowledged that he rendered sacred service to the God of his forefathers in a manner that some might recognize as belonging to a sect, he clarified that his beliefs were fully consistent with the law and the prophets, including the hope of a resurrection for both the righteous and the unrighteous. Finally, he challenged his accusers by inviting them to identify any specific wrongdoing in his conduct, aside from his testimony regarding the resurrection, thus reinforcing the inconsistency in their charges. Now we move on to the analysis of the box. Felix, procurator of Judea. What was significant about Antonius Felix's appointment as procurator of Judea? Felix's appointment was unprecedented because he was a freedman, a former slave of the emperor's family, who was given a high-ranking position with military command. Appointed around 52 CE by Emperor Claudius, his rise to the role of procurator of Judea highlights both the influence of the emperor's family, especially his brother Pallas, and a shift in the traditional Roman administrative hierarchy. Next question. How did Felix's conduct during his tenure affect his administration, and what were the resulting consequences? Felix's administration was marked by corruption and cruelty. He exploited his power by committing various atrocities and acts of lust, and he notably seduced and married Drusilla, the daughter of Herod Agrippa III, despite her marital status. His corrupt behavior extended to his treatment of the Apostle Paul, whom he mishandled for potential bribery. Such mismanagement and oppressive rule led to widespread dissatisfaction, prompting Emperor Nero to recall him in 58 CE, with a deputation of Jews even accusing him of misgovernment, though his brother Pallas ultimately saved him from punishment.